A lot of people ask me about how to clear a house or even an office space, really. And I talk to a lot of people who are doing it improperly. So I thought I'd do a little video demonstration for you of what the items you need actually look like. White sage. You don't have to have one this big. Whole Foods carries it. They also have small kits that you can use there that have the conch shell, the sage, and the sweetgrass. So those are very convenient. So Whole Foods are pretty common. Hopefully you'll be able to locate it, or maybe online if you don't have access to one in your city. So what you want to do first is you want to burn the sage. It will smoke, and you kind of waft it around the room and let the smoke fill the corners of the room. Sometimes people like to actually say something if they feel like a presence in the room that they don't want there, or just for spirits in the other side to cleanse the room, and just to kind of walk through almost baptizing it, so that it's what white sage does is it removes all energy. So it removes energy that's both good and bad. And the mistake people make is they burn the sage, which removes all energy, and then they don't burn the sweetgrass, which restores positive energy. So if you're going to do a clearing in a house or a room, an office building, wherever, you burn the sage first and remove all the energy. Then you burn the sweetgrass to restore positive energy. Make sure you're careful when you burn it. A lot of people get a conch shell for under it so that you don't light anything on fire, because it does drop some ash. And just say a prayer or a few words. You don't actually have to connect with the other side. Just make it about restoring your space to you, like to returning it to you, or to giving it to you in the first place if it's like new space. I do a lot of readings, so for me, every once a month, really, I need to burn sage and sweetgrass to remove the energy of the readings that I've done beforehand. And it really does help. You really do feel a difference in the environment after you burn the sage and the sweetgrass. And it smells a little funny when you do it, but by the next day it's all cleared out. But you definitely feel the difference in your environment, especially if you're in an old house or an old building. When you buy an old house, if it's been around for 80 years, good chance somebody's died in it. So it is a good idea to clear your space before you move into it. Or if you're selling a space, you want to clear it so that it doesn't carry the energy of your family in it. You want to simplify your environment. For those of you out there that are mediums, do make sure to clear your space from time to time. Otherwise, you don't realize it, but it actually, from doing all the readings, starts to drain your energy, and it just makes you kind of depressed or more slowed down. And when you clear the space, you definitely feel a difference. And so I hope that this tip helps you to have the best possible experience in your, I always think of my home and my space as my safe place to go. It's getting away from the busy world and all the problems in the world. So you want it to be yours. So make sure that if you are experiencing feeling like the house feels off or it doesn't feel right, that you do this from time to time. You can do it more than once in your lifetime. You want to do it annually, or again, if you're like a medium or you bring death home with you somehow, like surgeons or people with really heavy jobs, it's just a good idea to clear it. And in turn, it clears you, because you're inhaling the smoke from the sage and the sweetgrass. And when you do it, it kind of makes me sick, because I feel like it's taking something out of me, but it's something that I need it to remove. So ultimately, I feel better after I've burned the sage and the sweetgrass. It just takes a couple hours for me not to feel quite so nauseous. It makes me a little nauseous. It may not affect anybody else, but I'm very sensitive to anything that is in my environment. So good luck with your new home or your new office or selling your house, and I hope these tips helped you. Thank you.